This is a true story, or at least that's what the only survivor claims. They were 5 friends: Jake, Ryan, Claire, Melissa, and Ethan, all in their early 20s. They'd been best friends since high school, and this trip was supposed to be their little reunion before life pulled them in different directions. Jake had found the cabin online. It wasn't on Airbnb or any official site, just some obscure forum where an old man offered a secluded log cabin in the woods of Maine. At first, it sounded like fun. No phones, no distractions. Just campfires, beers, and scary stories in the dark. But from the moment they arrived, something felt wrong. The cabin was a crumbling log structure that smelled of damp earth and rust. Its door creaked loudly every time it moved. Inside, the air was thick and still, as if the forest outside was holding its breath. The first night went smoothly. They laughed around the fire and teased each other with ghost stories. But just as they were about to call it a night, they heard it. A faint sound outside, a whisper. At first, they thought it was the wind, but then it came again. A voice. "Let me in." The laughter stopped. "Did you hear that?" Claire whispered. The group fell silent, straining their ears. "Let me in." This time it was louder, closer. Jake grabbed the flashlight and pointed it toward the tree line. "Hello? Is someone out there?" he called. No response, just the creak of branches swaying in the wind. Melissa shivered. "This isn't funny, guys." "Stop messing with me." But no one was laughing. They decided to go inside and lock the door. That's when they noticed something terrifying. In the dirt outside the front door were footprints, bare human footprints, leading up to the cabin. But there were no footprints leaving. That night, none of them slept. They took turns keeping watch, the others trying to rest in their sleeping bags. At 3:12 a.m., Ethan, on watch near the window, froze, a face. Pale, hollow eyes, grinning too wide, staring at him from just beyond the glass. Before he could scream, the voice came again. "Let me in." The figure slammed its hands against the window. Everyone woke up screaming. Jake bolted to the door and pushed a heavy chair against it. But then, bang, bang, bang. Something was pounding on the door harder and harder. The wood creaked. Splinters flew. "Let me in. Let me in. Let me in." Ryan whispered, "It knows we're here. It's not going to stop." Claire was sobbing. And then, silence. The pounding stopped. For an hour there was nothing. No footsteps, no whispering, just silence. Ethan dared to look outside. The figure was gone. Or so they thought. By sunrise, they decided to make a run for the car. As they stepped outside, the cold morning air stung their skin. The footprints were back, but now there were more of them. Dozens, hundreds, bare feet circling the cabin, pressed deep into the mud, as if a crowd had gathered there in the night. Melissa screamed. That's when Jake realized their car was gone. 2 days later, police found only one survivor, Jake, wandering the road barefoot, covered in scratches and muttering to himself, "It just wanted us to let it in." But here's the part they didn't release to the public. When officers questioned Jake, he wouldn't stop laughing. They found bite marks all over his arms, deep human bite marks. Under his fingernails were strands of long dark hair. And when they searched the cabin, they found something even more disturbing. On the walls, scratched into the wood over and over again, were the words, "Let me in." But here's the thing. They were written from the inside.